Hi, my name is Patrick White and I'm Editor-in-Chief for Hospitality Investor, and I'm delighted to be joined today by Noah Silverman, who's a Global Development Officer, US and Canada at Marriott International. Noah, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. Great to be with you, Patrick.
So to set the scene, Marriott's got a massive footprint in the US and Canada, but how you continue to drive meaningful growth across that portfolio and across those brands?
First of all, I think our markets continue to evolve, population centers continue to move. There continues to be growth in the economy. That helps fuel some growth, certainly for us. And we continue to be focused as well on growing our customer base and ensuring that, as we grow our supply, we're also growing the customers to fill those hotels. And that creates opportunities and demand for our brands as well. But we also want to ensure that we have a breadth of brands within our portfolio that allow us to serve every trip purpose, every guest, sort of regardless of where they want to go. And so, as you've seen, maybe starting a couple of years ago when we introduced, when we entered the affordable midscale space, some of those brands are giving us an opportunity to continue to focus on growth in a place that we had not been in before. So, Studio Res and the midscale extended stay tier, and City Express. And now with our most recent launch of Series, which is a new upscale soft brand for us, growth of brands in new spaces that we have not been in before continue to offer us real opportunities for additional distribution in the US and Canada as well.
And you made some recent quite exciting announcements about that growth. Could you tell us a bit about that and kind of what it means to Marriott?
Yeah, so today we're announcing the opening of our first Studio Res, almost 2 years to the day since we first announced the brand at this conference. We're super excited about that. At this point, I expect to have more than 40 Studio Res hotels open in the next few years. The demand for that midscale extended stay brand offering continues to grow. We've got terrific franchise partners in that space that continue to grow with us and bring us new opportunities for Studio Res. So certainly that is one area that continues to be really exciting for us. City Express also has a tremendous amount of momentum, conversion-friendly, mid-scale brand, again, in a tier that Marriott traditionally had not had much distribution. So lots of white space for us there, lots of opportunity for owners and operators of those hotels to affiliate with what we believe is the strongest loyalty platform, the strongest brand distribution system, and the momentum around City Express right now couldn't be better. We see similar opportunities for Series in terms of growth. We are in an environment, as you know, in which new construction is a little bit more challenged than it's been at times in the past. And so conversions for us have been an increasingly important part of our growth strategy. And some of these new platforms, plus the existing conversion-friendly platforms that we've had, like Delta Hotels, our other soft brands, Autograph Collection, Tribute Portfolio, now Series, offer us continued opportunities to grow via conversions in an otherwise difficult environment for new build.
And talking about conversions, do you expect them to be a big part of Marriott's strategy going forward? Are they going to be central to it?
Well, conversions are always a part of our growth strategy. Certainly they take on an even greater significance and importance in an environment in which, as I said, new construction can be even more challenging. And so, I'd say for as long as I've been in development at Marriott, which is almost 15 years now, we've always had a focus on conversions. I think it's more intense in today's environment. And as I also said, we have probably the greatest and broadest array of conversion-friendly brands and platforms that we've ever had. We do conversions in all of our brands. Last year, for example, even in our luxury brands, we did 2 conversions, one into Ritz-Carlton, one into St. Regis. And so all of our brands to some degree can work for conversions, and we are active and aggressive in trying to find those opportunities wherever they may exist. But certainly some of the newer brands and others that we're offering give us an even greater offering in the conversion space, and it's really exciting for us in terms of the growth potential that provides.
And obviously we're at a hotel investment conference here. What kind of things are developers and owners coming to you and asking? And how are you responding to their needs really in today's climate? Yeah,
so in some ways it's the same as it's always been. They want strong brands. They want a customer base that's going to drive their success, right? Our owners and franchisees are ultimately they're real estate investors, and they are looking for a return on their investment. And as we like to say at Marriott, the franchisees will go where they believe their money is going to be best cared for, right? And so that has not changed and likely will not change. So they still want from us strong brand offerings, strong system contribution, and a path toward financial success of their hotels that hopefully is better than any other brand can offer. At the same time, there are certain differences today in this environment than others, and find ways to be more efficient, to deliver technology to them in better and more effective ways, and to do other things that allow these hotels to continue to drive profitability in an environment in which costs are increasing, both on the construction side and labor and other sides that are driving cost of incremental cost at their hotels. And I think understanding that, being sensitive to that, and working with our owners and franchisees to deliver what they're looking for continues to be part of our mission day in and day out.
Obviously, Marriott, you've got the big investors, you've got the big owners who have always been part of it or are growing it. But what about the small scale people and the first time investors? I mean, how does Marriott support them in getting onto it? And what are their kind of concerns when they come to you?
Yeah, I think some of that is all making sure that we're offering, again, the right products to them, right? So some of our mid-scale offerings, whether it's City Express, Studio Res, again, conversions are easier to do than new construction if you're newer to the hotel space. So having the right offerings for that group of franchisees is super important. And then it's super important to provide them the support, the training, the education, development that they need. So we have specific programs that are geared toward new operators in our system that best set them up for what we believe is success, not just from our brand perspective, but also from their perspective as the owners and operators of these hotels, and bringing them into those programs, offering them to them, and then showing and delivering the success that comes from those programs is a big part of how we integrate new franchisees and newer to the business franchisees into our system.
Fantastic. It's very exciting. Noah, thanks so much for joining us today.
My pleasure. Great to be with you. Thanks so much, Patrick.